you always find your way to higher ground. May you always keep your head held up high. Pretty little thing, you're a diamond in the rough, shining from within. I can tell that you're tough. Just the sight of you when I'm at my weakest point makes a world of difference, oh, you make me strong. Pretty little thing, you're a diamond in the rough, shining from within. I can tell that you're tough. Ordering a cup of love, feel it rising up and above. You will always keep my heart and soul strong. Plant your seeds and watch them grow. The light will always know where to go. You will always keep my heart and soul strong. You're the first thing in the morning and the last. Baby, you're my future and you are my past. Pretty little thing, you're a diamond in the rough, shining from within. I can tell that you're tough. Ordering a cup of love, feel it rising up and above.
Hello everybody and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Going to apologise for any snoring in the background. My dog is actually sleeping pretty much underneath you in her basket in my office. Today's video is a day in the life, and it's actually a really lovely day in the life to film. On super hectic days, the one thing that I would not be doing is filming a day in the life, because not only would I be a little bit stressed, but also when filming anything, everything takes twice as long. So it just wouldn't work. So today is kind of like one of those in-betweeny days where I've got lots of admin to do. I've obviously got the horses to do. Just finished editing a YouTube video and approving it myself before sending it off to the brand for approval. Also just finished my morning coffee, so I'm feeling nice and energized. Supposed to be meeting a friend at about 3 o'clock for a hot chocolate, but she hasn't actually confirmed yet. And it's one of those where however much I'd love to see her, I wouldn't be too disappointed if it doesn't happen because I have a lot to do. Busy season is approaching. Vlogmas is on its way. Plan for Vlogmas is all down, but like most things, plans don't always work out the way you wish them to. Taking on Vlogmas is a lot, and preempting Vlogmas now, giving you guys pre-warning as to having a video every single day in December. I'm feeling anywhere between 5 and 6 o'clock, so if you could let me know which is a preferred time, I will go obviously with the majority. But I'm begging you all, please, 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 please to give me as much support and love throughout December as you can possibly give. It is going to be a lot of work, and I'm praying and hoping it's going to be as worth it as I hope it's going to be. So if you love my content and you love watching Vlogmas videos, I would be ever so grateful if you would consider subscribing and tuning in to as many days as you possibly can. It would mean the absolute world to me. Going back to today's video, obviously it is a day in the life, so you will be coming around with me throughout the day. Luckily though, I don't have any actual content to get today. I've got a content day tomorrow, which is why today is a great video to get, because I feel like shooting behind the scenes on content days is quite difficult because I'm already using so many different cameras, trying to get into so many different angles and whichever and whatever, that usually the vlogs get left behind on those days. So weather's not looking too wonderful out there today though, everybody. It's threatening to rain, so it's not awful. We're not going to jinx anything. It's fine. It just looks pretty damp, pretty windy and pretty cold. So the last thing that I actually have just been up to is going through my comments on my last Instagram post, and it was this photo here. I'll bring it up to the screen. And it was this photo and post right here. It's something that I want to touch on a little bit more on YouTube. So the caption is all about being in a really happy and healthy place in my life and being content with where my life is going. But it's also about the people and or team that you have around you and prioritising people that prioritise you. I honestly think the main reason to the place that I am in life is because I just have the most beautiful, encouraging, supportive, and just good people in my life and around me. I have cut off anybody, and I know that sounds cutthroat, and I know that sounds black and white. We only get to live once. We are only here once. We have no time for fake people or fake friends. We have no time for people that bring us down and or not even try to bring us down, but just don't give us the energy that we feel fulfilled with in life. I'm remembering as well that every single person is going to relate to and relate with lots of different people, hence why everybody's got different friends and fancies different people and whichever and whatever. So whatever the energy is and whatever the type of person is that makes you feel the best, you need to surround yourself with those people. We need to be surrounding ourselves with people that make us feel good. But I think like the moral of the story and what I'm trying to get across is we have to choose our people wisely. There is no point being close to somebody or giving somebody time just because. People that are in your life have to be supportive. Of course, you've got to reciprocate all of that back and be just as good of a friend. You've got to treat people the way that you want to be treated, and I vouch for that 100%. And if you're treating somebody the way that you want to be treated and that's not being reciprocated back, end of the road. And as I was saying a second ago, I know that sounds cutthroat. It has to be. It really does. So with me, when choosing who to give my time to, I am very strong on the fact of, you know, if I needed a friend, if I was having a down day, if I needed a friend, if I was in a situation where I needed help, would that person, if I phoned them, be on the other end of the phone? I mean, obviously if they're free and whichever and whatever, like if I needed that person, would they be there for me? I have good and happy news to share and I want to share it with somebody. Is that person going to be really excited with me, or is that person going to, you know, have more of a jealous approach to things or try and put a dampener on the situation? We don't want that person, we want the person that's excited. When I'm upset about something, is that person going to be equally as upset with whatever that situation is and be again supportive, just like I would be for them? And I've managed to get myself a group of friends that are just the most wonderful women in the world. I have like a close knit of about 4 or 5 friends, and then I have wonderful friends surrounding that. But that one group of 4 or 5 friends, they are my world. They're my ride or die, and they're pushing through life together. We are all supporting one another. We're all there 100% for one another. And it is the most incredible and empowering, happy feeling in the world. And without them, I 100% wouldn't be in as happy a place as what I am right now. And I 100% vouch for that. I know I have a bit of a younger audience on here. And when I'm saying younger audience, I'm meaning, you know, if you're still at school. I definitely struggled at school with friends, and I really struggled to fit in, and a lot of that was from my circumstances of having horses. Now obviously as horse people we know if you've got horses it doesn't necessarily mean you've got loads of money, because when you've got horses, unless you've got money, we spend all of our money on our horses, right? But people without horses don't sometimes relate to that, and obviously as well this is first world problems because it's an incredibly fortunate position to have horses, and I'm not saying that at all. Please don't take that in the wrong way. But you know, throughout my school years I had a very strict mum as well, so I wasn't ever allowed out shopping with my friends at the weekend. Summer holidays I wouldn't see any of my school friends because my mum was very horses. So I definitely struggled to fit in because I also wasn't socialising with my friends outside of school. I never socialised with friends outside of school. I just wasn't allowed to. And I would get bullied, and I wouldn't be in like a close-knit friendship group, and I actually haven't got anybody that I'm still close with from school. And if you're watching this in a similar situation, or maybe you're struggling with friends at school, or you know, maybe you're being bullied, or you're kind of in a place where you don't fit in, please don't take it to heart, and please don't think it's going to affect you in the future, because it absolutely doesn't. Focus on you, focus on your studies and your school. Do not worry about friends, because coming out of school, I have got the most incredible friends in the world, and once you're older, and you can actually choose your friends, and you can choose who your friends are, and you get in like a safe and secure place within yourself where you're actually really happy on your own. But again, when you're with people that lift you up and fulfill you and make you feel wonderful, you will look back at your school years thinking, why was I ever worried? And why did I ever put time and energy into people that just weren't my people? And that's so fine. Even now to my older audience, you know, it is so fine to accept that not everybody's going to be your person. Not everybody, even people that are friends at one point, we outgrow friends, we all go in different directions, we relate to different things. You know, I've got friends that have been in relationships for years and years and years, and therefore then don't relate to being single and trying to navigate a world of dating. As an older person, it is a completely different ballgame out there. And that's so fine. You've just got to accept that everybody, even your closest friends, are all in different situations to you. Because that's not the same life that you're living doesn't mean that that is wrong. So again, I've gone off on a tangent and forgotten where I'm going along that tangent. But the main principle of the story is choose your friends wisely and treat people how you want to be treated. If they don't reciprocate the energy back, if they're not giving you the same back, and someone's maybe bringing you down for whatever reason, do not be afraid to walk away. But of course, the people that are giving you that love, make sure you're giving them the time and the energy that they are giving you back. You too could be as super happy as me. But tangent over, I'm going to continue cracking on with my admin this morning. And I've also got a wonderful box to unbox with you from Lumiere as well, which, hoping, so long as the weather keeps off tomorrow, we'll be filming tomorrow, but obviously that will be over on my Instagram. I'll leave it down here. Content for reels, etc. But we will unbox it together because it is all horsewear. There's actually no human wear, rider wear, whichever, at all in that. It is all just for the horsies. In fact, it's just for Ringo. But once I go downstairs, we can go through all of that together. And I hope the snoring doggy hasn't been too much of a distraction. Well, guys, it is hit lunchtime and I am currently in my kitchen. And I've got apples, I've got cinnamon, I've got cookie ingredients, and I have also got white chocolate. And I thought we could make some apple cinnamon white chocolate cookies together. So welcome to my kitchen. We're very zoomed in, hang on. Now I'm zoomed out slightly. Welcome to my kitchen and welcome to a bake with me segment of this video, which I absolutely love filming and editing. And so on that note, let's get baking. Okie dokie, first things first, I'm gonna cut my apples. Now these are washed apples. I haven't peeled them because I don't have time for that and I'm only making them for myself. Saving the cores for the horses. And now because these are going into cookies, I'm going to cut them up into really small pieces. Goodness me, I feel like Nigella. While I continue to cut up my apples into small pieces, we could have a chinwag. I just feel like when it comes to autumn/fall baking, the first thing that comes to mind, if it isn't pumpkin pie, which I cooked a pumpkin pie the other day, I followed the recipe to the T. Definitely wasn't me, it was definitely just the whole thing. Just not a fan. I love pumpkin spiced things. I think it was just like the pumpkin itself. It kind of was offering nothing, and the amount of spice I put into it, and it was a little bit tasteless. So then the other thing that I think about when I think fall, when I think autumn, when I think baking, is cinnamon and apples. And so combining cinnamon apples into my favourite thing, into one of my favourite things, which is cookies, along with white chocolate, which I think is going to actually complement them really well, we are going to have ourselves some really yummy, very delicious autumnal cookies. These have been chopped and going through with an even bigger knife and just like dicing through my cutting board. We're definitely going to have some wayward pieces. I even had some oats today. And now moving on to the actual baking of the cookies. So much like the pumpkin pie the other day, I'm actually going to add a little bit of ginger and also some nutmeg, just to make them really wintry and spicy. Whisking this together.
300 grams of flour is equivalent to about 2 1/3 cups of flour.
So satisfying. And also some baking powder. And now using my grandma's very old electric whisk, which is one of the only things I actually have left of her. And so now we're at this point, I'm going to add in my apples, also some white chocolate chip. Taste test. Really delish. Okay. And now with a lined baking tray, we're just going to get these cookies into balls. I'm not actually sure how many of these are going to make. I've definitely got some that are going to be more appley than others. Excuse the word incoming, but because the apples are moist, it's made the mixture very, very sticky and messy. So if you've got kids, I wouldn't recommend doing this one, but unless you want like sticky, appley fingers everywhere. Giving them a little bit of a tap to finish them off. I'm going to put just a square of white chocolate on the top of each one. And now using my pumpkin oven mitt, I'm going to pop them in. So when I tell you guys I have a huge, great big parcel from Lumiere, I absolutely mean it. This is the size of the box. I don't even know how I'm going to carry it and get it into my car. But all the while, my cookies are baking. I thought we could unbox it together, so it is currently underneath me. You cannot see me there, so I need to push you guys up. Within this massive, great big box from Lumiere, we have many a winter rug and accessory for the dingo. Number 1, we have the Stable-Tech rug in 200 grams. Now Ringo's a 6'3". You may be thinking he's only 13.2. He is only 13.2, but he is a chunky monkey. Hence why he takes my leg, especially with that massive, great big stallion neck of his. Now Trudy has one of these, and my old horse from last year, Darcy, she also had one of these, and I can 100% vouch for these being really, really durable, really wearable, and also very, very warm for them. So this is the 200 gram. We've also then got, very heavily, we then have the 300 gram Kudos turnout rug. Both ponies are already in the Kudos turnout rugs. I have been using them now for the last year, 2 years. How long have the Kudos been out? Either a year or 2 years. They are fantastic, like absolutely fantastic. They're durable, they're waterproof. They are the best turnout rugs ever, like 100% hand on my heart. Love them, adore them, and also they look really, really smart in the fields as well, which is always a plus. Background noises, my dog playing with a very, very dead toy squirrel. It's really seen better days. In the 6'3", I also then have the liner, so that can go under his turnouts or his indoor rug, whichever and whatever, just to keep him that little bit warmer. And then for the days like today, where it's not super freezing, he's still got his coat. We then have the Storm-Tech turnout rug. This is part of the Eureka collection. This is in 100 grams, and this is going to be a great kind of all year, all round rug. So, and then at the bottom, we've got the Anatomic leather head collar in black. Love the look of this. Both my ponies wear a cob size. This is just such a lovely classic head collar. Really very smart, really, really beautiful, perfect for show days and at home days. Just sent me the lasso lead rope in spruce too. This is so gorgeous and has flecks of metallic gold running through the stitching. It's such a beautiful lead rope. We then have some soft shell over reach boots. So these are the mesh brushing boots, both in black. One's I think in a size medium, and then these I think are the size small for the fronts. Yes, indeed they are. And a huge thank you to Lemure for supporting myself and my horses over the last 2 years. We are forever, forever, forever grateful. And that concludes the Lemure haul. So I'm gonna wait for the cookies to bake. I'm definitely gonna have one. I have a dog under here. I'm not sure if you guys saw that. So I'm just waiting. So I'm gonna pack all this back away, ready to take to the yard with me. My friend has just confirmed meeting for a coffee, so I've actually suggested meeting at the feed shop because I do need to go and pick up some more horse feed and shavings, and there's a little farm shop behind it. So that is what the plan is for this afternoon. We're then going to do the horses together. I'm going to come back. I've got more admin and editing to do throughout the evening this evening, and then run you through my little evening routine. Are we ready for a quick taste test? Oh my god. 1,000,000 out of 10. That is the best cookie I've ever made and ever tasted. So I'm currently just sitting on the floor because I've just packed my tripod, hi Maggie, in the car. But it's time to head to the yard, but obviously first, as I said to you a second ago, we're going to the feed shop and for coffee first. Outfit of the day, let me stand up and give you a little twirl. I've got a Holland Keeper base layer on and some very old horse gloss, sort of like between a legging and a breech, which are really supportive, and they've got like you can't see, but hopefully you'll see later that they've got like a little diamante on the bottom. And then I've got one of my new M&S fleeces, which if you've seen my last video, you'd have seen that I did a huge Marks and Spencer's clothing haul, mainly being like outdoorsy, fleecy type wear, and this was part of that haul. So once I find my head, we are now warm and cosy and ready to go. I'm going to do the horses. And seeming as the sun's now shining, I'm actually planning on riding this evening as well. So, let's go.
You want to leave this place where we grew up, this old town, just put it all behind. Remember you and I would always find somewhere to hide when we were kids, so we could see and hear the water run. The river's gonna cry when you're gone. River's gonna cry when you're gone, 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 each day, but I've always known that you would go and find your own way. I still see when we climbed up in those trees, 12 years old, feel the wind and watch the river run, and the sun would always shine. When we sat there, you and I, the river's gonna cry when you're gone, 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 gone. The river's gonna cry when you're gone, 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 gone. The river's gonna cry when you're gone, 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 gone. The river's gonna cry when you're, the river's gonna cry when you're, the river's gonna cry when you're gone. It's gonna cry, it's gonna cry. You want to leave this place where we grew up, this old town, just leave it all behind. The river's gonna cry when you're gone. Give me love, give me all your love, oh, 'cause I want you. Makes me feel this way, don't know what you do. Hold my hand, could you hold my hand? Look me in the eyes. You and me, yeah, that's all I need, and I'll be alright. I'll be right here, I swear that I'll stay here with you. Hold me closer, I wanna stay here with you. All that we have is each other now. I promise I won't leave your side. Be who you are and you'll be enough. If you're giving me your love, giving me your love. All that we have is each other now. You won't leave my side. I hope who I am is enough for you. If I'm giving you my love, giving you my love, love. Tell me what you wanna do, I'll do anything. As long as I can be here with you, everything's alright. I'll be right here, I swear that I'll stay here with you. Hold me closer, I wanna stay here with you. All that we have is each other now. I promise I won't leave your side. Be who you are and you'll be enough. If you're giving me your love, giving me your love. All that we have is each other now. I promise I won't leave your side. I hope who I am is enough for you. If I'm giving you my love, giving you my love, love, love. Give me love, give me all your love, give me all your love. Give me love, give me all your love, give me all your love. does it take to be happy? How many
Oh my god, I'm so happy.
feel lonely before you get the chance to meet someone, before you get to meet someone like you?
Guys, it's 7:30 and I'm back from the yard and I've just had a bath, and I'm ashamed to say it, but nights like tonight do call for ready meals. The M&S ones are the absolute best. And the best part about these is you can cook them from the frozen. Shove it in the oven for 40 minutes and we're ready to go. And also no time to sort out my cookies from earlier. Just gonna put them all into a little bowl.
Give me all your love. I want you to know we can make it together. Let the wind blow. All we need is each other. Come take my hand, you're all that I have now. I won't let you go, 'cause I found all the answers in you. Ooh.
Good evening, everybody. Now, before I tell you all a very good night and end this video, I thought I would take you through my evening routine steps before getting into bed. Well, I know I'm in bed, but like my last steps of my daily evening routine. I will leave this linked in the description box. The only place I think you can get it actually in the UK is on Amazon. This is the CeraVe Healing Ointment. Now, I've already done my evening skincare a good few hours ago, but now this step as such is called slugging. And if you haven't heard of slugging, it is basically putting a really thick cream or ointment, and absolutely head to TikTok and put in slugging to see all of the benefits that this adds. I personally have dry skin, especially in the winter. Doing this a good few times a week and just literally smothering my skin in this stops me from getting dry skin. Definitely prevents getting wrinkles, 100% I can guarantee that. And I have found that any teeny tiny fine line that I've ever had has pretty much disappeared just from slugging on its own. I know everybody's different, but this really has helped me. I also always spray my pillow with a sleeping mist. This one is from the White Company and it's called Sleep. I spray it on the pillow that I don't put my head on, just in case my skin ever reacts with the scent. So I have two pillows. I have one with a normal pillowcase and I have one with a silk pillowcase. I sleep on the silk, but obviously this is the colour of the bedding and looks more aesthetic when I make the bed. So I spray this with the sleep spray and then sleep on the one behind. Next up, of course, is lip care. This is the Beauty Pie lip balm. And same rules apply. I basically slug my lips now. Same rules apply to my hair. I always sleep with oil in my hair. Half a pump of the Kerastars oil. I do get quite dry hair in the winter, and obviously as well I spend quite a lot of time outside with the horses. So I alternate between these two. So I alternate between the CeraVe Healing Ointment and the La Roche-Posay Cicaplast balm. I think this is the B5, isn't it? Yes, now it's hand and nail care. If I ever stay away from home and I don't complete these steps, I really struggle to get to sleep. It's kind of ingrained into me, and these are all now habits, but most specifically my hand cream. If I'm away somewhere and I forget hand cream and I don't hand cream my hands before bed, I feel really bizarre. Like I genuinely cannot sleep anywhere near as well as what I can when my hands are moisturised, as well as my lips. If I haven't got lip balm like smothered on my lips before I go to sleep, I'm gonna struggle. So the hand cream, this one is insane. This is the Cetrabin Pro Hydrate 5. It's insane. And now time to look after my cuticles. This is the Cutex Hydrating Cuticle Oil. Now I know that these steps are all really bougie, but obviously if you can imagine, most evenings I'm sat here watching the TV or I'm working, and I do them in more of a relaxed way as opposed to talking through these steps. But this is literally what I do every single evening before I go to sleep. And honestly, I wake up just feeling, and I go to bed feeling like I've loved myself, and I wake up feeling loved too. And remember, nobody can love you until you love yourself, and self-care is so important. Absolutely cannot see what I look like right now, and I more than likely look a state. But I just wanted to reflect on today because I'm hoping some of the footage that got taken, obviously I wasn't there outside the stable where the camera was earlier. Today I clipped Truly for the first time ever, and not only do I feel like a proud mum, I feel like it was the biggest accomplishment I have ever had with her on a huge scale. The clippers have been her biggest fear now. Obviously I've owned Truly for about 18 months and I've never been able to get near her with clippers. If you're not new here and you have seen some of the attempts, you know, I have very nearly got mowed down a good few times, including yesterday. I actually recently started using a natural horsemanship halter, which has completely changed the game entirely with her, because it's really soft and gentle when she's being good, but if she tries to be a little bit bargy or disrespectful, it gives a really subtle telling off without being horrible, if that makes sense. It's because the only time that she then feels any form of a telling off is only when she pulls against the halter, not against me. So actually none of the time, actually I'm not really doing anything to tell her off. You know, if she pulls, it pulls her back. Does that make sense? I've actually been using it for about a week and I've seen her respect it massively, and I'm not quite sure how it does it, what it does, because I don't have to tell her off. She kind of pulls against it and it must, I'm assuming, give her like a slight pull back, and she just respects it. And she's turned into a she's turned from a really good 2-year-old to an angel 2-year-old in this. Like, she is so much more respectful in a week. And I thought, well, all the while she's like this, and I actually have her fully, and when I have this halter on, we have a really great connection between the two of us, and now a hell of a lot more respect for mummy, me. Why not try the clippers? So I tried them yesterday, and the first half an hour, the shavings like in the middle of her bed were everywhere, and there was foot marks all the way through. The stable doors were being banged because we were being both of us being walloped into them, and by the end, a lot better. This is me being truly clippers here. Really close. Really close. And I was actually really chuffed with that, to be fair, by the end. We had great progress. I left it on a great note. I took the halter off. She shot to the back of the box, wouldn't talk to me again until I gave her dinner. So I thought to myself, well, we'll do this every single day. As well as obviously earlier you saw me washing off her feet, of which to start with she acted petrified, and after a couple of seconds just completely chilled to it. Well, yesterday was the exact same, except from we never chilled. So today, with the progress from yesterday with washing her feet with the cold water to her standing still, I thought, actually, do you know what, it might be quite a nice idea to do the same again today with the clippers, and just do a little bit every single day. And you know, every single day hopefully will get better and further forward. Well, today, as we all saw, it was incredible. And I'm actually so glad I've got all of that on camera, because I wouldn't believe me if I had have said that to you even yesterday, that I would have clipped her jaw today. And she just sat there falling asleep, and it was almost as if she let go of all of her fears and put her complete trust and love in me. And that was the most fulfilling, most rewarding, most wholesome experience I've probably ever near enough experienced today. Because, you know, this pony I've basically reared myself, and I know that she loves me, and I know she trusts me, and you know, she's really beginning to fully respect me now. But for that to happen today, and that to happen to me, with me, and her just kind of let go completely and let go into me, was just the most special experience. Like, I could nearly have cried. It was incredible. Like, I was beaming, and I still am. Like, I feel so heartwarmed and just so, oh, like I've just been hugged. Like, I feel like I've just been given like a massive bear hug, and I feel like, I don't know, it's the weirdest feeling. But bringing on young stock, I mean, I've done it before in the past, but it's always in my mum's shadow. You know, when I was younger, my mum was doing it really, and I would just jump on once they've been broken and once they were safe. They've been lunch for like a million hours, whereas this is kind of the first experience where I've done it myself completely from the ground. And I'm not going to say that, I'm not saying that I'm going to be the one that breaks her and jumps on next year. I'm really not saying that, because I'm not that brave. But to be progressing on the ground with her like this is just, it's amazing. I feel amazing. But anyway, guys, I'm now going to get tucked up into bed. I'm going to pop the TV on for a little while. I know I shouldn't be having screen time before bed, but I do. I sleep a lot better with watching the TV. I usually fall asleep watching the TV. So that is how I usually go to bed. Also, as well, in my drawer is the Naked Horse Regrow. I washed my hair yesterday, but the days before I washed my hair, I shovel loaded this into my scalp and my roots, and I 100% notice a difference in my hair growth when using this. And obviously remembering that all the Naked Horse products are human grade as well, and my discount code is always in the description box. But yeah, it's cozy bedtime for me. I hope you've loved this video. You've enjoyed my little day in the life. I'm hoping I've got enough content today as well, and I hope you, as I said, have loved this video. Have a wonderful day, everybody, and I hope to see you soon.